late. We are back. Okay, thank God I moved. So tired. How are we all doing? I'm just quickly reading the comments. I was actually really surprised to see so many comments before I went live. But anywho, I've pulled the cards and we're going to get tucked straight into the reading. Hopefully you can hear my voice a little bit better. I am going to be getting a new microphone. At the moment, I can't do it, but I will be getting a new microphone. But again, we are having issues due to the astrology because we do have the shadow energy of Mercury retrograde. And when you add Uranus and Taurus in the mix, yes, you're going to have technology issues. And we have actually seen that through Facebook and I believe it was Apple iPhones and, all the rest of it. So I wasn't surprised. I was actually quite amused by it. So your reading is pulled, and I have pulled it a little bit different. There's a lot going on really from a psychological point of view. And I do technically still have the flu. I'm recovering. It has been about 4 to 5 weeks, so it's been irritating me a little bit, but we're persevering through and we're getting there. Okay, so let's have a look. Now, funny enough, Juno, the marriage asteroid, really does affect the twin flame collective. And it is coming through and oozing through in your read a little bit. What I do see spiritually, which is very common, guys, it's very common to get to a place in your twin flame path while Juno is, they're really cating our butts, while it's retrograde, where we do become quite disillusioned. And, within the joint connection, we've got faith coming up, and it's all to do with the ninth house, spirituality, especially moving into 2022. A lot of that subject is going to come up. And so those themes of, am I a twin? Was I just codependent? All of that's going to come up. And I really feel it's a little bit like X-Files. Both polarities directly exist. There's the unexplainable, and there directly is the 3D. And we do need to look at the 3D. And with the transits via Virgo at the moment and Leo, we could be a little bit egoic. It's like, no, this is the way life should be. And they should be doing this. And this is where we should have been right now. So you can be casting a critical eye on your life, and you can be really harsh on yourself at the moment. So it could be to do with your career. It might be to do with where you are in the joint connection. But spiritually, it's almost asking us to move beyond the veil of faith. I would say it is very active at the moment with the spiritual world. So what do I mean by that? You could be seeing ghosts quite a bit. You could be seeing things out of the corner of your eye. It's because Neptune is retrograde in the house of Pisces. And also Juno is in the house of Pisces. And next moon after Virgo is Pisces as well. So for the twin flame collective, this is a big karmic test. And spiritually, it's almost like it's 12th house. It's the house of the subconscious. It's the dreams. It's, in order to get that dream, what will we need to do? And sometimes it can feel as though we need to be really brutally honest with ourselves. It could be to do with the situation. Is it healthy that we look at things and say, okay, I'm looking at things in layman terms of where my twin is, where I am. Yes, 100%, that is extremely necessary. But also, in a manifestation sense, the one piece of advice I can give you is try to not get tunnel vision, because not everyone has had your direct experience. And just because your only experience you had, it kind of played out in a particular way, doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to play out the same. And many times in a twin flame path, we kind of actually match each other's circumstances. What do I mean by that? It could be that you were married and you stayed in a partnership, maybe because the person was unwell, and yours took a while, and then the inner forgiveness and all the rest of it had to happen, and then your twin directly goes through a similar situation, and then your projection is the reflection. So simultaneously, you guys generally do in your twin flame path have a mirroring going on. So whatever that direct situation is, be it it's your belief systems to do with marriage and the fact that the situation has to stay. And in your belief, once X, Y, and Z happens, that is going to be there forever. That is the blockage. That's something in a lesson sense that we kind of pull in. And your spiritual guides are in the direct connection, protecting you at this point in time. But we also do get the yin to the yang. So we're going to have good, we're going to have bad, but we're going to have things that are going to help us ascend to that higher level. Some of you could have been having ascension symptoms, and I definitely do advise, if you can avoid pacifiers at the moment, it's really a good time to do such. This, we could have gone to extremes with our eating habits at the moment through our body. It is a good time to do, which I'm going to get into the information content this month moving through into September for the Twin Flame Collective, through your Kundalini, your Ascension and all of that, which is things that I promise. So I'm going to pour my energy into that during Mercury retrograde. Can't wait. Now, so number one, you could feel nauseated. Number two, you can feel lightheaded. Ringing in the ears, depending on what side it comes from. Again, another video I'll have to do. It can be, the left is your higher consciousness, the right is a different energy. But generally it's because we need to listen. And I really did say that very strongly. We need to listen at the moment. We need to listen to our guides. We need to listen to our own body and feelings. And if you are having a purge and you're kind of getting to that point that you're feeling, oh, you know, I'm not really happy with X, Y, and Z, what I would say is just be gentle with yourself. It's okay to have those feelings, but acknowledge what they are. You know, there was many times on my twin flame path, a tarot reader once had given me a card and it said, listen. And she goes, do you know what that means? And I said, yeah, listen. But yes, it did come through to me in a very synchronistic way. And it was really the fact that you know, many times we want people to listen to us, to acknowledge us, but it was something in a lesson sense that we have to integrate inside ourselves, that we can directly listen to ourselves, that it's okay to be the good, the bad, and the ugly. We are human beings after all, but actually to honor any feelings that are coming up and be gentle with yourself. Don't have high expectations that you should have got your crap together by now. You know, healing is a process and you're the best commitment on the planet. So try to just go easy into that circumstance with these emotions. Some of you could have this real doom and gloom feeling, you know, because I'm noticing through the faith card, especially through spirituality. There was a movie I watched this week, and a statement piece in it. This tarot reader had pulled 3 cards out, and I knew ultimately what was going to come out was the death card. And the statement was, but there are many ways death can come about, which is 100% true. You know, South Node in Scorpio is we're having this rebirth. And so we could psychologically feel it's over forever, it's never going to be, or something's being pulled out of my life. But the thing is, 9 times out of 10 from my experience, especially because my North Node is in Scorpio, is you're kind of grateful for it after and you realize why a piece of the puzzle needed to be moved about. And it's generally to open those doors for you. So try and have faith in that process. Try to not feel that this is happening to you. It's actually happening for you. You just won't totally understand the full gist of what that story is going to be. That particularly can be because Uranus and Taurus is retrograde. Now, I've pulled your ruin cast, and we have Odin, which is very Saturnian, you know, to a degree. We're feeling, you know, we're feeling blocked, we're feeling restricted, we're feeling strict on ourselves. Spiritually, we do have the moon at the moment, and that's for me at the 26th. Some of you will be at the 25th. Moon at 17 degrees Leo, which, you know, as we reach the 18-degree point, it is the critical degree. So there's going to be a lot of throat and third eye. We also have, I believe, Mercury is already in its shadow, and it's placed in the placement of Virgo. So could you be critical? Yes. Could you be feeling that you need to pour your creative energy into something? 100%. Really good to get grounded and, you know, find those things that you like to do through your ascension process, so that with all these changes and potentially this union portal that's coming up, that you directly are prepared for it. You know, if you're feeling very, I call it the Rapunzel effect. Is it Rapunzel? What's the story where, yeah, she's like let her hair down, so to speak, and she's up in her tower. If you've got that going on and you're feeling like you don't want someone to come towards you because you're already broken, that needs to be cleared. And this is why it's actually happening for us this week. So that with this new moon, with this full moon in Virgo, is it a new or it's full? Let me check. I'm pretty sure it's a new. Full. Yeah, it's a new. Okay, so it will be on the 27th. So for me, that's tomorrow. You generally will feel the energy ahead of time. It's going to be at 4 degrees. And it is very healing. So it's higher heart chakra, inner chakra, and ascension, right? So between here and there, especially because Mercury is moving retrograde, for all of you in your twin flame connection, you're going to feel like you need to express something. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, my throat chakra is blocked. Why is this coming up? It is to do with wellness. It can be to do with doctors and nurses, and it can be to do with resources. But Spiritually speaking, it's your higher heart chakra, and currently Aries and Chiron is retrograde, which is aiding the divine masculine in reworking their patterns, having the courage to move forward, especially with the transits in Leo and Mars in the house of Gemini. So I see a lot of ego coming up in the cards, but I don't think this is bad because your foundation cards are fantastic in the joint connection. But I do feel it's a very quick purge, and I feel there's a lot of crap coming up. It could be, oh my gosh, this is always the way it's going to be. It could be, well, they're still in a karmic relationship. And for some of you, yes, they are directly separate. This will be, and I hate saying it, but it's true. Go back in history and look back to what was coming up around you September, October last year. Because transits were happening in the house, and it was Mercury in the house of Libra, there were a lot of divorces that happened around that time. And it's that critical point, where we're directly looking at our connections with a fine-tooth comb and a microscope, and we're saying, okay, do we resonate with each other? Do we have harmony and balance in our life? What are we doing that really is taking us away from that scale? Maybe a situation isn't fair and we need to address it in a different way. But there's going to be this note, especially when you're doing cord cutting, guys. You have to get to a point in your spiritual process, which, not many people will like my readings because number one, I am a twin. Number two, I've had to learn the hard way. I've been on the path for 25 years. And so the techniques that I promote and explain is from a psychic medium's point of view, my own personal path and the coaching that I've done over the last 5 years. And from what I've experienced, especially with the karmics that were in our life, I must have been a horrible twin in a past life, I'm telling you. I must have been masculine. Because what I have found is the inner forgiveness and the heart chakra, 9 times out of 10, the karmic that is with your twin, you actually chose for them, and you may have had a connection with them in a past life. When it is in this lifetime, if that individual is still with a karmic connection, there is a lesson there for you to learn. And there's something of a prejudice that we're holding that is there to help us purge that. And as soon as you do, the path is clear. So when you do a cord cutting, which is really good to do right about now, or an upgrade, come join our Twin Flame membership on the website. I've upgraded a lot of the posts, which is going to give you all the tools that you need for your ascension. I've gone down to the chakra day by day. I've color-coded it. I've given you charts and tools that you can use to actually balance that. What I could suggest is when you're cutting cords, you need to go to any person you had a grievance with, any person you had an issue or believed they had control, and you need to bless it be and release it from your life and let them move forward on their path so that you can be open to it on your side of the fence. So a cord cutting right now is good. You can't cord cut your twin. I'm just going to tell you, your energy is joint. All you're going to do is make yourself purge quicker. Yeah, and it's not nice. So generally, if you are at that forgiveness point, because we've got transits in Virgo, it is a good time to maybe journal, to write it out, to burn it, to cast it to the wind, to do a spiritual bath, charge yourself up, in a sense of recharge. That's going to help clear the deck for you to be ready for communication, movement, reunion, union with self as you move into the following months, right? So, yeah, you can't cut your cord with your twin, guys. It's like, why? Because you're cutting an aspect of yourself, and it's there you are an old soul. So coming into this lifetime, you chose to come here, right? You chose to come here. You have a purpose. You directly will feel like the black sheep of the family, and you will go into a point of hermit mode. After that, you will realize you can't run. And so the runner chaser mode, actually, for the feminine, it tends to happen internally. For the masculine, it happens externally. So once you realize that and you stop running, you're going to gain your success quicker when you move into the wound over running from it. If your body can't handle it, it'll come through in this sleep state, which is possible with the faith card. Oh, I hope I'm not rambling. Anyway, come through and have some coaching if you need those blocks moved, so you can get on your merry way with your path and you can get ready for union. So this is the room and cast that we have today. It's linked to Odin, all right? Are we taking accountability? Odin, Raven. So yes, Raven, being able to talk to the other side spiritually, yes. You are very, you're very Empaths are very psychic in nature. So effectively, the further into your ascension path you get, you directly are developing your psychic gift. What you have to control is not tuning into them, because what it means is you have attachment. And so when you're tuning into them, you're going to actually channel their energy, right? And when you channel the energy, you can directly accidentally embody a karmic demeanor. It happened to me several times, and I was like, oh, God, okay. I'm generally pretty easygoing. No ifs and buts about it. If I need to say something, how I am here, which a lot of you that have had readings with me, you can vouch for this. I'm the same here as I am in a reading. And if I need to say something, I will try and say it in the most loving way. And that's to anyone. Brother, sister, mother, father, anyone. When you can get to that, you're more away from the attachment, and you're just more balanced. It's just easier, right? So, homeland, ancestry, property. I so knew this was going to come up. Returning to one's roots. Moon relates to mother. So, yes, what are we going to do? We're going to be casting a critical eye. We're going to be looking at our lineage. How were we raised, and what is appropriate right now? So, yes, not necessarily how you were raised, was how your twin was raised. You guys are the yin to the yang of each other. Try to not get too much involved in gossip at the moment, because it's Mercury in orientation. There is going to be a lot of gossip. Mars in the house of Gemini is going to be there for 7 months. So Mars is masculine's energy as well. They're going to be thinking a lot. They're going to be having to do a lot. They're going to be reworking the way they speak, the way they think, the way they feel, where they put their energy into, how they deal with their stress levels. At the moment, from a karmic point of view, some of them may be kind of stumbling up, and that could be using pacifiers to deal with their stress, suppressing their emotions. That's not going to happen no more. So if you are coming to your twin and you're communicating, you're going to have to get, that can be a bit snappy in the weeks moving through. It's because they're going to be learning how to use their throat chakra and put their foot down with circumstances. So it can be a time when they're going to be a lot more assertive, but darls, it will be with you too if there's any BS. And that happens with me too, even within my union. The hero's journey. Don't you just love the hero's journey? It really sucks. Ancestral spirit, own identity. The blind, but, okay, it ties, but it does not restrict. And that's really a connection. You know, if you look back to the most traditional connections, I'm very codependent. Twins can't be codependent. It doesn't allow you. So if you find in this separation stage that you are having to be really independent, you feel like a victim, and you're like, oh my God, I've always got to do this. Yet when they're in a karmic relationship, they give everything. That's because that's your mirror. You know, they have to learn a karmic thing of giving. And whereas with you, they didn't. So they're embodying what you went through, and you're learning to provide for oneself. That is the yin to the yang. That's the mirror, okay? That means when you come back into the connection, you will kind of look at each other like, let's just work together as a team. You know, it's so different. I can say it's really quite a pleasure. It's much easier. You are working as a team, but you're not looking at them like, hey, you're failing me because you're not doing what I want you to do, because that's not what the twin flame path is. It is when you're triggered. Okay, homeland, ancestral property, family, home, inheritance. Yes, with Uranus and Taurus. Subjects with the divine masculine or feminine, subjects to do with inheritance can be coming up. Especially if they had anyone pass maybe over the last 6 months. This is where it's coming in. There can be things to do with family and lineage coming up. Uranus also links to time. So it's what, you know, everything's taking so bloody long right now. That is going to come up as well. Ancestral spirit, sacred enclosure, universal truth. Good old Virgo. I know the truth. You know, the good thing between Virgo and Libra, which Mercury will dip back into both when it's in its retrograde, is that Virgo is the practical, which is very masculine. In a way, this is how they look at things. What is the detail? What is the reality? How do I look at this? So if you were to emotionally go to a masculine, what they're really wanting to hear is, what do you want me to do with that? Whereas, you know, we as feminines are the empath, the emotion, we feel it, we nurture, we create, we intuitively think, whereas they just look at the reality, okay? So she wrote a book, Degeneration, Ruthlessness. It is in a reverse. Now, it reassures us that the birthrights that connects us not just to family, clan, tribe, race, but the whole of humanity and the extension of life itself. This is true prosperity. When reversed, it may suggest degeneration of social patterns. I'm telling you, it's going to come up during Mercury retrograde. We're going to have all these, especially with Mars and Gemini, it's there for 7 months. We're going to think back to, I think it was 2021, last year, North Node Gemini. We were on the media, on the internet. Oh, God, we were talking to each other like this. This is the only way we could do it because we weren't allowed to go anywhere. So we're going to go back to that. But the one good thing I can say is we're going to see both sides of the coin. We're going to learn something. But we're going to go down the rabbit hole of opinions, I tell you, especially with Mars there. This process is timeless and universal, being the way of all people. What else does it say? Okay, so what am I getting from this? Yeah, which is what I said before. Spiritually speaking, I do feel, look, from a spiritual point of view and our conditioning, our faith, right? Yin to the yang, this is the joint connection. Both masculines and feminines will have their own base frequency of spirituality. Masculines generally will do their spiritual process very different to you. It doesn't mean that they're not spiritual. They just deal with their energy differently. It becomes 3D, but they do get psychic attacks, and it's generally because they can't stop bloody thinking about you. Hi, Ben, I was thinking about you the other day. This spiritually, for both of you, especially because we do have a crown chakra, it's a lot of crown chakra, keep your hydration up. You're kind of disillusioned. You're like, do I believe it? Don't I believe it? Both exist. This is what you've got to get. So if you had been having dream states, divine feminine or masculine, whoever's in the house, particularly it can be, but then when the person is working really hard on the 3D, you'll get nothing. It'll feel like they're not even on the planet. I feel a lot of us are moving away from an egoic experience. Some of you still could be in the midst of it, but you're casting a critical eye on the area. You're kind of looking at it going, oh my gosh, am I being silly here? You're trying to break patterns. Some of you also could have subjects to do with your diet and health coming up. It's like, I've got to get my crap together. I need to eat better. I need to not emotionally. How do I deal with my stress? But there is within the connection, it's almost like if there was intimacy, especially for those of you that had been in connection, some of you were saying to yourself, I can't keep sleeping with this person. I need to, maybe I need to pull back. Maybe that's going to change the situation. And yes and no, really. I mean, it's a choice. If it affects you and you walk away from that situation, you're all triggered, you feel you've given your power away. Don't give it then. Choose to sit like Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet and just wait for whatever their transformation is. But don't necessarily feel it's something you've done. Okay, both of you got options. I'm just going to tell you, it's not, I do feel there's a left and right here, but there's a lot that's going through the vault psychologically for both masculine and feminines. And I really do feel at the moment, divine masculines are, working through lineage, but working through expectations that society has on them. They are purging it because there's a lot of tradition coming up and it's coming through for feminine and masculine. It's like, this is the way things are done. This is the way things have always been done. How must people look at me right now? And I do feel both feminines and masculines are doing the same thing here. There is a separation in the mix, and it's not just, they are feeling this distance, between you. And it can be because both spiritually are clearing their heart chakra, but it's also going to expand it. And I really hate that. It's like when it expands, you kind of feel like it's going to blow up in your chest and you're thinking, gosh, can it get any bigger? And this element of forgiveness comes through and it's a release. Okay. So it's a good thing. It doesn't feel nice at the time, but you will feel lighter going through that process. So try not resist it. Do you know what I mean? Try and whatever's coming up, let it come up. Be it it's journaling, be it it's expressing it. If you need to go, break some pots or whatever, go do that. Do whatever floats your boat. I'm going to pull a clarifier on this because I want to know what is, for some of you, yes, it is. Is this person single? All right. And yes, like I said, those that are in a karmic relationship that are married, this is coming under the microscope. But generally, you'll find, if your twin is married, feminine or masculine, You spiritually are healing over a previous connection if you're solo. And that is the block. So heal it, let it go, and the path will be clear. If you both are in a karmic connection, could be a soulmate, doesn't have to be a karmic. You equally have to look at the mirror and realize that it's not one will move first. This is about where you're at. There's old things that are coming up. Now, are the karmics going to come out of the woodworks, especially for those twins that are like the, say, potentially masculine or feminine is not in the karmic connection? Yes, they are. That's because we are having Mercury retrograde in Libra. And these portals do bring about those blasts from the past. Yes, because Mars is in Gemini, can be a bit vengeful. Victim consciousness can come up. So expect that. Be ready for that. But if you release it and know it doesn't define you, it can't hurt your connection. The path is going to open up for you even quicker. There are things to do with old situations that are cropping up. Some of you can be looking at the direct connection in. Some of you are in your union already, and there are old things coming up. Regardless, within this connection, it's almost like something that hasn't been healed is being let go of. Some of you also, I'm seeing if Divine Masculine is single, you're kind of wondering what the hold up is. It's clearing the chakra system. That's what's happening. I feel that there is a balance there, and I feel it's during Mercury retrograde and moving towards mid-month. I do really feel there's a huge potential of communication and reunions. And I feel it's almost, it's so much more than that, because when you look at it, you want to get down to the grit of having a conversation, seeing that this person is actually open enough to actually have some sense of movement and faith in the situation. And I do get this feeling in the yin to the yang that both parties here are wanting more balance in their life, point blank zero. And there is this strength. It's almost like, okay, move through the towers, had enough of towers. We've had plenty of them. If you're saying to yourself, oh, I'm going to move forward, be honest with yourself. Only you will be able to know what is correct for you. What is this to do with? Yeah, don't feel that you have to explain yourself to anyone. Okay, Divine Masculine's coming through pretty traditionally. Those that are in a marriage, I'll just say there's one message coming through. The death to you part kind of notion. That's kind of being put on the back burner. Also, a subject to do with inheritance. Somebody is lying about it. There is money coming in. I do feel like neither one really cares. It's just there's money coming in and it's unexpected. It can, Divine Masculine, some, they're changing jobs. I do feel also there is this element of jealousy coming through, but I feel it's on Divine Masculine side. I don't feel it's on Divine Feminine side at the moment, but there is this element of jealousy. This could just be the karmic, but I feel it's more, it's something that they hadn't forgiven. To do with the belief that they had to be something. So that they're really wanting to communicate with you. They're going to open up to you in a bigger way, but it feels it's something that they're a bit uncomfortable with. Okay, I do see 3 people that are trying to stir the pot here. This can be on your side, feminine or masculines, but it feels external. For some of you, these can be exes. Someone's trying to spin a porcupine pie. It can be on social media. Yeah, it's a lie. Try to not buy into it. Somebody also, be very careful of the people you're mixing with. And I wouldn't say eradicate everyone. I really don't feel that's practical. Just, accept people for who they are. You're going to have some friends you can have, and they gossip to the moment the cows come home. And just, if you don't have anything to hide, I do have friends like that, and I'm very straightforward. And if they want to waste their time talking about me, I'm down for that. Whatever floats your boat. Because I've got nothing to hide, right? But then you'll have other friends that can be there for, you can talk shop, you can talk grit, you can talk dirty, you can do all of that. You're going to have a season for every reason. That's kind of what I'm getting. As for a third party, I'm hearing the term somebody's going to have the last laugh, and I do not know what that means, but it feels as though the statement coming through is somebody is going to have the last laugh, but somebody is spinning some porcupines here, and somebody's three people trying to stir the pot with this circumstance. But at your foundation, it's looking really positive. There is the connection here, right? Masculine already in his own cards, and this has been coming through for a while now, especially in my private reads. They're coming through as the king, which is a more positive energy. Yes, we'd love to see the emperor, but there's nothing wrong with the king, all right? To the detriment of their health at times, because they're very, very wise. Has divine masculine become more wise? Yes. There is a mistrust they have of individuals because they have had the wool pulled over their eyes. But I do feel they're coming through very gentle, very different to what they were before. This spiritual connection, there's a lot of chemistry between the both of you. You know, some of you are thinking, gee, if you're going to play me, I might as well just play. You know what I mean? I don't think that's necessarily a good thing right about now, not especially with the transits. You could get more hurt than necessary, especially because we're going to be dealing more with, you know, situations of the past over new. Let's see. Yeah, there is some sense for the feminines. You're kind of thinking to yourself, is this person even thinking about me? I do think they are. They're not having as much fun. Everything is kept quite simple. They can potentially feel that they want to have a little bit more fun in their life, but they're taking a lot of accountability with circumstances. They do want to bring justice to you. They do want to bring balance. Some are getting divorces, but there is a very strong connection here. And I feel spiritually, it's almost like they're trying to, you know, get their work done, be in a routine. Self-esteem related dynamics have been coming up, but very separately, I do feel there's a very strong connection. You know, they want to be a king. Okay, I do feel for some of you, this is at the heart of it. They do feel there is this connection that has gone on for a very long time, and they feel you guys have a lot of history. And it's really funny, you know, that the inheritance energy came up. It's almost like they feel that you know, they want to settle down with you. They want to build a legacy with you. They want to be able to be in a commitment where it has really stood the test of time, but more so that you can have those building blocks and you can have that stability moving forward. I do feel a lot of them also, the biggest question mark they're having on their head, which I do feel some of them are already addressed it. But there is a pocket group of them that are addressing it as we speak. And it feels more to do with their beliefs, whatever style karmic relationship they're in at the minute, which I can't wait to get into the karmic rates. What I'm sensing is whatever that blockage was, be it was a child, be it was maintenance, be it was, you know, a house that they bought together, the money factor, money, I hate saying this, but you need to eat, right? So from a practical, logical point of view, you know, trying to make everyone happy isn't just the deal. It's they need to live as well. And so how much happiness is there regret, and do they wish they turned left instead of right? 100%, but they are where they are right now. So we can only work from this point of where we are, not go backwards 20 years and then, you know, bring it back. Do you know what I mean? Those lessons are more wealth in orientation than the money, okay? And I feel deep down on the opposite side of the coin, both parties here in the mix are going to understand how wealthy they actually are spiritually. And it's simple. Do you get what I'm saying? It's so much more than what you think. What you're going to gain is going to be so much more than just the finance. It's peace of mind, sanity, lessons, growth, healing, openness. It's just a very positive energy. I do feel there is an opportunity here for both parties here in the mix to heal this connection. I feel the intent for the divine masculine is to do this. At the moment, I feel this wall, and I feel it's coming from divine feminine side. What you may find, feminines, at the minute is when we are in, my girlfriend used to call it this, she was like, you're in warrior princess mode, YILDIZ. And I was like, what the hell is that? And, you know, it was really, I was in my masculine energy. I was protecting myself. But the thing is that you can't, you're already broken. Do you get what I'm saying? So what is there to protect? You can't break any further than you're already broken. So your concern is you can't re-break. Do you know what I mean? So it's look at it more so instead of it being it's always going to be negative. Hear it out. Give less. Be open to listen. Don't necessarily feel you need to give something, especially not, intimately. Just see it out, hear it out, and say to yourself, if it is to show up today and it was to be positive, I would gauge it then. I don't know how I will directly respond to it, but, I'll gauge that then. Should we look at feminine's or masculine's energy first? Overall, in the connection, there's a lot of healing. Masculines are thinking about there is guilt, but it's something to do with family or conditioning. And this does not even have to be that there's not a karmic. Rather, their conditioning is they're having this realization. It's like, why the hell am I doing this? Whatever that is. But this is a breakthrough for them. And I think it's very positive. I think it's very beautiful. But they're looking at both sides of the coin. They do have empathy and understanding. They also are empaths, but they do things differently. Who we're looking at first. This time of year is our 6-year anniversary of first meeting. I'd have to think back. I'd have to think back how long it's been. Probably over 25 years. Male. Not all karmics male, so you know that. Masculine. Okay, so they're in the King of Cups. Okay. There's subjects to do with mother, father coming up. I feel, they could be a little bit quieter than they usually are. I feel they do actually have a friendship with you, not just an intimate connection. And, not all of us have been intimate with divine masculine. It generally makes your ascension process a lot more aggressive. Don't you just love that shit? I don't know why I'm hearing the garden and the guy. Okay, let me see. They're balancing the yin and yang. I'm noticing the star horses on it. There could be two exes. Two exes. This could be one particular storyline coming up. Two exes that they're dealing with. Psychologically, they felt very boxed in. Okay, this was two experiences they had, and it made them feel very boxed in. For some, 4. Right. But it was like the individuals, whoever these were, and these don't have to be romantic partners. A karmic can be a family member. A karmic can be a sibling. It can be a boss. It can be a pattern we hold. But we're going to attract it because it's stored in there. It's almost like we bring the junk from the other side and we have to purge it out, and we have to learn to be more an open vibration than a egoic expression of such. So I'm noticing the cup that is held very close to the heart chakra. And I really feel at this point, especially with all the gold coming through on the cup, I feel there's something to do with love and empathy. And so we can, especially in karmic relationships, you spent time with these people. It doesn't mean you're in love with them, but it's through who they were as people that they are kind and gentle and loving. They attracted toxic individuals, but they did see the victim of who they used to be in these people. So it was a trauma bonding connection, but whomever these people were, be it they were friends, they have learned a lot, and they did lose an element of themselves in those situations, but they also found themselves simultaneously. I feel they're trying to forgive themselves to do with the situation, and they don't want excess white noise at the moment. I feel they do want to talk to you, but I also feel, how would I put it? It's almost like needing the quiet to be able to unravel all the junk. I am hearing also some actually felt that this was the counterpart. Some felt that, and that's very common. It's very common prior to reunion to actually meet another twin, but they will be way further back than, and mirror you actually to a degree. So, hi, Alison. Yes, see, I'm together, girl. Oh, God. I tell you, her and I, we're twins. All us Libra B twins at the moment. So I'm getting Oh, well, they're actually thinking about marriage. They're thinking about marrying you. There's this pathway, but it's filled with, it's almost like I'm seeing, and I did this guided meditation years ago, and I remember I met my twin in the garden. It really did help that process. I'll have to do a guided meditation for you guys. I'll put it on the website, and I'll do something very similar to help you clear that, because that really did help me through my, through my awakening and into the union stage. What I'm saying is it's a pathway, and it seems like it's cobblestone. So look, it's very it's green and gold, but they're looking at it and it's like an aisle. So I'm feeling spiritually they're having this this thought to do with you, that they feel that it's almost like coming home. It feels very spiritual. That come out of nowhere. Oh, thanks, man. I'll get to you in a tick. Very common. So I'm noticing the aisle. Goodness me. Okay, the stress was from the past. They're trying to put that behind them. Whatever they went through, sometimes we can push those things down. It's like, I don't want to think about them. Got to push it down. Don't want to deal with it. Oh, I knew this. It's come up in their card reading too. Look, we are human to have, and this was one subject that I did have a chat to my twin about. It's really funny that it's coming through in masculine's read. Jealousy can look very different for everyone, right? Sometimes when we don't feel worth it, some of you may be feeling that your counterpart doesn't, what could the word be? Is there a necessity for jealousy? No, not really. It's a feeling that we have as human beings. Some of you may find that that person is very held back, very cold, maybe very detached and non-triggered with certain things at 90% of the time. Generally, it is because they feel it would be inappropriate and it would put them to shame. All right? It doesn't mean they don't have these feelings. Yeah, some could have a bigger handle on it. But there is an element of that coming up in their shadow that they're looking at. Did they worry that you would move on with somebody else? Yes, they did. Do they still? Yes, they do. They really appreciate you. But they feel stuck. And I think it's the driving force. And I think the healthy thing is when we have that feeling, it shows us within our heart the truth of where we really want to be. So if for you, your twin is in a karmic relationship or cycle, there could be a little bit of fretting going on here and there where the individual is wanting to, feeling that they are obliged to do something, but simultaneously freaking out and going, if I don't get my shit together, I'm going to lose my shit, okay? Because I feel that is coming up. Some are having issues with an old person that you used to be with. That really freaked me out. The book just started turning its pages. Earth, wood, stone, and bones. Oh, okay. That foundation. They're trying to move beyond it. It's pushing them. It's pushing them to make a decision. I feel they're valuing you a lot more than they used to, but there's more there than meets the eye, if you understand what I'm saying. Feminines. Oh, you guys are fed up of making sacrifices. You got a lot of crap going on, which is, it's common, right? Yeah, feel free to put your super chats in now, and then we can jump into them straight off the bat. I'm almost done. Okay, some of you were like peeved right off of people taking you for granted, money going out the door, not having cash, not having the things that you wanted to have. When is it your time? All of those feelings. Some of you also are a bit concerned that, say, for instance, if your twin was in a karmic relationship, if they become single, there could be a little bit of paranoia that maybe this person is, going to go out with somebody else. And believe you me, from my twin flame path and having real candid chats with my twin, I did say it the other day, Giggle and I were having a candid chat. And he had mentioned something to me, because we're very tapped into each other, which you will find with those of you who are in communication, is that we'll say something, think something, and it comes to fruition within minutes. And he had said that we would get a phone call, and sure enough, 10 seconds later we did. So I said to the person, it should be under one of the videos, Stal. So usually, yeah, under all of my videos, I have my PayPal link. I could try and put it here. I don't know if it'll affect the... I don't know if you can grab it from the chat here. Yeah, so usually you'll find once a person has learnt that kind of lesson, they're not going to do it again. They're like, hell no. Why would you? Especially when you've got people that are insecure, suppress you from having friends, go through you fine. You know, you've had to be everything to everyone. You're just not going to go and do it again, because you're kind of thinking to yourself, why would I want to put myself through that again if I'm always going to get the same shit, you know? So okay, copy link. I'll see if I can share it with you guys. I don't know if it'll work, especially because it's not directly in the normal chat, you know. I may actually start putting it in the community tab. I'll go put it there now. What else am I saying? Bear with me. I do apologise. Very unorganised and impolite of me. There you go. Anyone else that needs it, they can go through to the community tab, and I've placed it in there. Okay, so let's continue. I'll close the other tabs down. Yeah, some of you are feeling very disillusioned. You're like, this is never going to be. How can this be possible? Well, you know, how is this going to come about? I don't understand. So you're feeling very disillusioned. But, you know, it's important to let go. By letting go, you're not controlling. Thanks, Star. But there is something in your life that's, you know, it's almost like, you know, some of you are like, yeah, but aren't we, after all these years, supposed to be together? Yeah. But let go. You don't have to control it. You really don't. Some of you, your patience is to the, you know, you're down to the freckle. You're down to the freckle with it. You could be a little bit triggered with it. There is this longing, though, at a foundation level. You're kind of feeling to yourself, gosh, you know, is this ever going to move? When is this moving? How do I get what I want? Generally know that you deserve it. That's the first key. Oh, thanks, Giggle. So overall, I'm going to sum the reading up. Any other downloads that I get psychically? I do think there is something to do with money. I'm still seeing that. And look, don't get peeved that you see that. It means the person has integrity. It means the person is going, this is what my role is in society. This is what my obligation is. Now, how do I manage all of that and have a relationship I want? How do I do that? Value systems, yes. Especially if they are in a karmic relationship, and maybe the karmic is having wellness issues, which is a potential. Something in that situation is going to change, especially with Virgo transit. So that can be a very positive time. The other can be, some twins can be in very toxic relationships. And that can be with individuals that have habits. And this is really going to be the catalyst, where it could really grate on their nerves. And some secrets that they had, it's going to come out of the bag. So stay tuned for that one. Do be careful. You know, I'm going to cover it in the karmic read, feminine and masculine, that I'll do a little bit later today. I directly always share them to the members first, and then they are premiered and open to the public. So stay tuned for that. And if you are new, a very warm welcome. And we will see. I wouldn't be surprised. Came back home. Oh, thanks, Lois. Okay, let's see. Go to the top. Let's get tucked into it. Then, let's read this. Another week of shifts. Getting pissed off surrounding expectations and mixed messages from spirit. I've released. I need to check my expectations again. Look, I'm not surprised, Ben, especially if it comes down to work. Is it work related? Is it like, trying to get that, down packed? How do I do this? What is the method to the madness? Is it potentially around work? Touch base with me as soon as you can. Because, yes, it does make sense. I mean, Virgo, monkey mind, we are both human and we're spirit, so we're energy. Now, what I do find, I was triggered around a rental application. Do you feel you're being blocked? Do you feel you're being blocked? What star sign are you? Usually there's portals and it just happens. It'll, you won't need, it's almost like the divine property will come about. But I always, technically I'm ahead of the transits, but I always find with the transits, especially with home movement, it happens quite flowingly. And I've said that to many. More than likely you'll find between now and next month it can come about. But for you personally, Ben, there's a lot coming up, for you spiritually. Pisces is very psychic, so you're susceptible to energy. The shadow side of, Pisces is very, we're having that coming up. You may feel you are being blocked, but a solution is going to come, and it's about letting go. Don't be mad at yourself. Yeah, Aquarius and Aries. Yeah, there's lots for everyone. There's lots coming up. But we feel disempowered when it's out of our control. But then just say that to yourself. There's no point me getting upset of what is out of my control. What I remember back to times I was transitioning home and I felt that universe was really, kicking my butt. One time I had to move home to my family. Never thought as an adult I'd had to do that. And I was a single parent at that point in time. But universe does have your back. I'll pull some cards. Let's see what's coming up. Any thoughts on it? You're having a human experience. So you're angry that your power is not working. And it is. You don't need to do anything. I literally had the most funny moment yesterday in manifestation. And it was where I directly, heard a video and it was like, oh, you're manifesting. This is how you manifest. How you manifest is actually, you have to be, you got to say what you want and then you got to not think about it. And so I jokingly went to say something because I do know how to manifest and it's actually quite freaky and scary. So I can't think negatively to people because it could hurt them. It's very strong. When you think of it, it's think, feel, let go, and it's heart chakra. So with you wanting it, there's some sense of, because it's control. There's a lack of trust in it, but you have no control over it. So it's wasted third eye energy. It's okay. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to have self-esteem and know that I'm worth it. And of course they're going to want me as a tenant. Why wouldn't they want me as a tenant? And you need to say to universe, I want you to provide me a house that, and you can go down to the detail. You can say, right, how many bedrooms are you wanting? How you get? Provide a home to me that is 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. Heck, I want a swimming pool too, dishwasher. To top it off, please provide me with some solar panels that reduce the cost of living and a vegetable garden. Thank you. Okay, 4 in a stay. Well, we went bigger. Kids want to swim, We're in Australia. Have you had a feeling? You actually do have home movement transits, so it is coming. There you go. And, it's good to have a list, but also if it means that you're not going to have some of those things, think of the less expense. Do you know what I mean? But you do have transits that do show that you are moving house. So generally what you'll find is when the stars are aligned, it actually will be easier, but it's divine timing. Yes, moving into Mercury retrograde, there can be some delay. I'd say it'll probably be after the Virgo moon, but just spread it wide. Spread it wide. Get your template, do the application, just chuck it out there. I even have 12 months of rent up front. Yeah, I know. Are you New South Wales or Sydney? Come to WA. Mind you, we're having rental shortages as well. It's everywhere. And you have to up the price, half of them. I don't know why I'm picking. This is close to a friend, this house. Yeah. Anyone in Sydney, New South Wales that knows of a rental, contact them. You know, I do have subbies that are there. I don't know. I get this is close. I feel it's on your partner's side. I feel there's a couple that you guys know, and I'm getting a vibe that there is a house there. Do you know who I'm talking about? I don't know if they necessarily have children. They may do. But this feels like a friend group. They're two people. They're a couple. I feel that these individuals are somebody you're quite close to. I get the vibe to look in that area because I do feel there's a house there. Pelicans. Okay. Okay, yeah, well, the reference they're making, and okay, why am I being shown that you know a realtor? Are they a realtor? Oh, well, it could be they know somebody, but I'm hearing the term realtor, and don't get too tired, you know, just let go. But they're showing a reference to those two individuals, the direct location. They're kind of putting a circle around it. And they're also saying through word of mouth. But I kind of feel that circle is where they're showing me. It's these two individuals. Had that been where you were looking for anyway? It could be divine time. Let me have a look. Let me have a look at the chart and I'll see. Pride cometh before a fall, Ben. The friend knows an agent. There you go. Okay, there's the link. Go and talk. Go and have a talk to them. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other reason you're getting shitty about it is because Mars is in Gemini in your 4th house. There's frustration. You guys are living under each other's feet at the moment. It's driving you batshit crazy. Okay, so Mars is there, so you're going to feel overwhelmed. Try and get grounded. Have you been getting lower back pains? Usually when you feel unstable and there's nervousness surrounding home environment, you usually will get the base chakra going on. So I would say do some breathing exercises, go and talk to that couple and the person that they know, because my guides are saying to me, they're the link for you. That's the door. Give it a go. Okay, I hope that helps. The other thing I can say is because, you know, yeah, keep your cool surrounding it, but you're gonna be running around quite a bit. That's what I'll say. But that's what my guides are showing me. But they're saying you're getting worn out. Let go. You have to let go. Go and apply. Those two people I mentioned, you know, it's going to be fine. And I'm also like, yeah, because I did hear in-laws, but I was like, you don't want to go there. Is that house actually, is that friend close to that friendship group? It's kind of off to the right, I'm feeling. Anyway, I hope that helps. We'll go on to the next person. But yeah, it's perfectly normal. It's frustrating, but you do have Mars transiting through your 4th house. So, you know, you're going to get moody. Clear your 3rd eye. Get your base chakra clear so that you can usher that in and open it. So balance your base chakra. Get out of your head, go talk to those people, and I feel the door. But yeah, that's what they're saying. They've circled that area. I hope that helps. Oh, they're that good, are they, Ben? Okay, giggle. I don't know which one to do first. You're the boss. Where do I go from here, girl? I know I've got the ones that are paid here. Was it Angela next? I don't know. Hit me with it. Hi, Stella. How you doing? So do I do PayPal first, or is it... Ben, that is a them issue, not a you issue. Oh, did you want something back from me? It's called babysitting duties, right? That's okay. That's what family's for. Oh, gosh. Yeah, but I get your point. So it's Angela first and then the PayPal next. Thank you very much. I just didn't want to muck up the way I did last time. Angela, how you doing? Curious, the energy update on that end. You did pop into my mind this morning, so I do believe, Angela, you're going to get a message. I don't know what on. You spiritually, especially at the moment with these Virgo transits, are going to be changing a lot. You could be like, what's my destiny? What do I want to do? What do I want? Do I want this? And I don't know with the, with the Libra energy as well. It's like, oh, didn't I say I was going to bring up the sexy telemarketer voice out? I wanted to dedicate my husky last week voice to Angela because she has that, beautiful sex appeal with her voice. I said I was taking out a leaf from her book. It was like, yeah, I've got throat chakra going on. Thanks, Lois. Let's see. Have you had some paranoia, Angela? Have you been like, don't ever underestimate a Virgo. They can see through the veil. Virgos ain't stupid. Right, I can smell a rat. You just got this fishy feeling at the moment. Your vibration feels great. You feel very grounded. You're worried about her. You don't trust the whole environment over there, but you also feel, you're reading between the lines. You get what I'm saying? So you're like, I know it's worse than what you're saying, but I'll take it on face value. Especially because for her, it is her healing process. But you can read between the lines. You're like, you can't lie to me. I will know. I will smell it. I will feel it. You do miss each other. You kind of sounds dodgy. I don't like saying this, but it's a human thing. It's like, Jesus, take the wheel. Can this be seen, please? Like, and you kind of feel there's some element of guilt. You need to let that go. Okay? Your life is your life, and it's okay to have needs, wants, hopes, and dreams. You can have love and then bless it be and release it. But you do need to tune out of that because I feel it's almost you're being critical on yourself. You're like, you kind of feel that, don't take on the God complex. Do you get what I'm saying? So because the circumstance of what's going on over there, you kind of feel if for you to get what you want, something bad has to go down. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so that's the God complex. It's like that would mean I'm mean. And it's like, no, it's you're not. You're allowed to say, if I'm hearing the term tainted love. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, oh my gosh, is the person going to be okay after all of this? They are. There's courage. Have courage to move through this. This is making you both stronger together. It's making you stronger together. There's an openness between you as well. You're both frustrated at the false start. Stop, start. But I feel this is a new chapter both of you are moving into. There's a new element of trust that's being built. But don't take on that God complex of I'm a bad person because somebody, you get what I'm saying. I'm speaking in code here because that's not what it is. That's not what it is at all. It has nothing to do with you. Obviously you love, but that heart chakra can be preventing that transcendence. Do you understand what I'm saying? So tune out of it, let go, and tune into something more peaceful. How long to your birthday, girl? How long till the birthday? Really have to get my shit together on YouTube, I'm telling you. Thanks, Giggle. 31st. Okay, we're going to have to put a shout out to you, Virgos, and to Angela Trueheart for her birthday. We might have to do a birthday read if I've got time. So that is bugging you. But I don't know, I feel that there might be a little pressing on the way. I don't know why. I'm also getting the energy of your sun popping in, the tallest one. What's going on with them? They feel very... If you had falling out with them, I think there might be an apology coming. I don't know why I get that. There's one that's coming towards you differently. They feel very... Something in them has changed. It's just changed overnight. There is worry about it. There is like, oh, you know, I don't know. You could end up having to get on a plane. I don't know. But you both having the courage. The love is there. But you definitely know she's not having as fun as you. You know what I mean. That's what's coming through. She's not. Nobody can lie to you. You get the vibe. Oh, there you go. But yeah, it's not a fun time. They're not having fun. Just trying to keep balanced. But there is, both of you are having the courage to move forward. There is, I feel there might be a conversation that you guys do have. That's a bit tricky, but it's going to give you some sense of clarity of a circumstance that you're trying to work out in the mix. That's what my guides are showing me. But I feel overall your instincts are on point. You're a bit down, but you're still on a really good high vibe. So just keep it up. Keep it up. I hope that helps, Ange. Happy birthday, beautiful. Oh. Okay. That's okay. I've got to bounce back. Okay. So it's not Kerry? Yeah. I hope I haven't missed anyone. We'll do these ones. Giggle. I always get scared to tune into Giggle. I always get worried. What interesting. Her twin really sassy. I mean, if Giggle wasn't sassy enough, her twin's really sassy. Her twin's really cocky at times. So we're going to see what's coming through with this individual. What we got here is failure to communicate. That's what I heard. I do think they are having issues at work. I do think they're having issues, you know. They feel bogged down. Yes. They're stressed. They're out of their depth there. There could be a little bit of conflict. I don't know why. I feel they're taking a new role. Whatever this is, it's a new role. They're out of their depth. Out of their depth. They're still making mention to happiness of the clarity that was given. You're not the problem. Yeah, there was some old crap that did come up, but I'm going to pull clarify here. I don't know why I feel this is a particular individual. This could be to do with the karmic, but it's in the past. It's still in the past. Yeah, they're out of their depth. It feels new to them, right? They're having to work with people. That sounds fun. There is something, whoever it was they were seeing, they pains in the asses. Something, this could have been an exchange of goods. I'm going to pull a card. But this is to do with the karmic third party. But it's in the past position, so it's nothing. It's not like, hey, let's catch up, let's have a romantic dinner. No, I'm not feeling that. This person's living a pretty boring life. It's a pro-repeat. It's going to work. They feel out of their depth. They did need to get grounded post I broke up, you know. They're also making reference to the conversation that you guys had, that cleared it up. That put that to bed. Do you know what I mean? You're wondering if they're back. No, they're just getting balanced. There might have been a contract or paperwork, something that they had to sign, something they had to give back to that person. I do feel there might have been a couple of conversations, but it's all shop. Do you know what I mean? It's like talking shop, dealing with shop. Yeah, they're in the Emperor. They're like, what's that song? Stupid ass bitch. What is that song? I love that song. You know the song I'm talking about. It could be, but look, I do think they are getting more money, right? They're dealing with their prosperity, their finances. There could have been a bit of a squabble over it, but they're in a higher position. So this is a higher position at work. This is them working hard to recoup and recover after a breakup. Yeah, you know the song. Trisha, and she drops the mic. Yeah, that's how he's thinking about that situation. They're almost out of that mental prison, which is really great. Okay, towards you, please. Why did I ask that? Giggle, you know I don't like channeling these things. Yeah, they're like, yeah, reminiscent. That was nice. That's what I'm hearing. That was nice. Away with the fairies, trying to focus on work. Yeah, wanting a fresh start with you. I think they're tying up some loose ends. I do think they've had quite a busy week. But don't get paranoid. I mean, how do I put it? Is the intent there for the start? Yes, I do believe so. Whatever they're tidying up, I think it's from the past, but I feel it's kind of done. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, that's what I was feeling. Hanky-panky with you, yeah, 100%, but they want more. They do want more. You're probably going to kick their butt. I'm going to pull a card, kick their butt. Because what I get is, look, we're in a relationship? I have not heard from your ass in 2 weeks. We're in a relationship. Okay. That's what I'm getting. What planet was that kind of relationship on? Was that an open relationship? Shit. Come on, bitch. It's your guides, Giggle. I told you, you're going to mess them up. Calm down, Giggle. Calm down. Less is more. Less is more. I'm impressed to see that your twins are Emperor now. Good shit. Okay, Marie. I hope I'm getting these right. Apologies. Real Empress, we're back on that, are we? Anything good coming for me, yours? Bloody hope so. Marie. Where's Marie at? Let's see what's coming through for Marie. Yeah, but I do giggle. I don't know why I'm getting 3 again. You and threes. Bloody sodden threes. 3 days, 3 hours. They're right close. They're right close. Marie. Oh, God. What are you doing? We had a reading for you and I, Marie. Oh, I'm getting a similar energy. Okay. Wow, you've got some big things going on. What are you balancing? You ain't taking no crap either. You're having a whole change in your life at the minute. Your twin went missing at the Lionsgate portal. I'm not surprised because I do feel that was a very hard portal there. It's really funny that we were manifesting while we had moved through the energy of a full moon, a moon in Aquarius, which is very restrictive. I feel some sense of social freedom. I do feel walkabout energy. I feel kind of needing to be quite. I don't know why I'm seeing a car. What country are you in? Why am I seeing a dirt road? Seeing a dirt road. Yeah, you're worried. You are worried. You're stressed. You're like, where in the world are they? Were they in a karmic relationship? Canada. Yeah, because I don't know why I was saying red and orange, like as in road. They're making reference to a road. Some crap went down, whatever it was. This could have either been in a karmic connection or a friendship group. Could have even been in a family. This is a disagreement, right? Came back 3 days later. Yeah, I feel alone. There is, whatever this was, it felt, look, I don't think it's negative. I just think you might have freaked out and gone, oh my God, is this person like walked for 7 hours? Yeah, could it feel like a mental breakdown? Yes, but I feel it's that moment in time we have where we need that space, and we need to just get some distance. And I'm getting that from this card here. It's like just get some distance, needing to get grounded, needing to feel harmonized. And I feel all this crap of the past was coming up. There was a fight. Who was the fight with? There appears to be from this a fight. This person did get triggered. Why did this person get triggered? Was it a conversation with you, Dal? Was it a conversation you guys had, or was it with another individual? But there was a conversation. But something had triggered them. Okay? They know that they shouldn't have done that, the karmic. Okay, yeah, they didn't. The karmic has been a bit pushy. Now, if they're in the karmic relationship still, done, like, but there's something to do with this push-pull they're not impressed with at the minute. They're trying to be really realistic, and they're like, why the hell did I get into this crap? Okay, they're really unhappy. This is very common, and I did say karmic relationships will be breaking down, and especially codependent ones, guys. The Transits and Pisces can even be where your counterpart maybe had a habit. It could be drinking, pacifiers, etc. I actually get the cracks in the foundation are happening. Let go. Trust the masculine to actually be who they need to be, that they can handle themselves, that they can care for themselves. They needed some sense of distance. This needs to happen. It's in the meditation alone, and then they return back and they're like, this shit is still the same. And it's so funny. I'm actually looking at these cards and I'm noticing the 7, both of them are 7. There's something to do with the number 7 for you guys. Yeah, they're not that. I actually feel this is coming to an end. They'll be happy when it's over. Yeah, they're just not attracted to it anymore. There's a lot of, could there be depression? Yes, there's something to do with the child. Oh my God, has the computer started playing up? I better hurry up. Okay, I don't know. I was getting something to do with the child. Oh. Hey, There's nothing wrong with being crazy. Hey, mental breakdowns are possible in life. Too much becomes too much. That's when we learn to let something go, because it's not good for us. Have you ever noticed something, especially with our mindset? When you're doing something you don't like doing, at some point in time, you're going to realize you can't hold it up anymore. And you're going to let it go and then realize, hey, I wasn't depressed. I was stressed. I hope that helps. But yeah, no, I actually think it's just showing the cracks in the situation. But just know that they can handle it. They'll deal with that as they go. Okay, so I need to go to this list now. Or is it the other list? Lois! And then Kerry. Don't know. Maybe it's the immaturity they were showing. Maybe it's his childhood. Did they have a child? Because some reference to a child. Maybe it's jealousy. Okay, so Lois, you're still dealing with that paperwork shite. Really? In a new Corvette. I'll just quickly put this up, just in case those of you that are watching. He turned up in a new Corvette, his friend. Yeah, well, somebody's doing well for themselves. Okay, were you privy to some information, Lois? I don't know why I got that. You were given some information. Were you given some gossip, girl? I don't know, wherever you're going to be in a good place financially. What are you starting? Something you're starting at the minute is going to be quite positive. Let's see towards your twin. Your twin's stubborn. Okay. Some crap's going down with your twin. There's a lot of fights. There is a thought of divorce here. There's fear about it, though. They're worried about it. They're still, how do I put it? They're not saying much. There could be some sense of a justice situation going on. That person's, the karmic spends a lot of money. This is a very negative read for them. What? I'm hearing I married your family. His sister thinks we should be together. Yeah, I actually get that. He feels like he's living in somebody else's life. He knows he's not happy. He knows that. I don't even think it's about children in this instant. I feel it's a habit. It's like, this is where I made my bed, I'll line it. Do you get what I'm saying? This person's very unhappy. I don't know why the karmic is talking about renewing vows. I'm like, what? I actually feel the karmic's talking about renewing vows, and he is not interested. I do feel there's gossip coming towards you, though. There could be a message. This person, okay, your twin does feel quite anxious on the karmic connection. I'll show you the cards, but they're all shit. He's not happy, he's mentally bound. He knows he needs to let it go. It's even in the past, like, every time something changes, it's like, oh, it'll get better, but it really hasn't. Because in his heart of hearts, I feel this Virgo transit is helping him understand that he's kidding himself, that he's outgrown it. Foundation, way too much. Extremes, heart of it, the devil. Where's it heading? Justice Department. And she's like, we can fix this. And he's thinking, I don't think so. He said, yeah, I don't, it tastes so disgusting to him. It tastes like, how do I explain it? he is very depressed. I would say he's not talking much. He never probably has been a big talker, but this is bad. This is he's not talking, which is kind of, it's a healthy thing, all right? Because he's reaching his point of he's giving less. His body's not letting him give anymore. So when your body gives less, it becomes unpalatable to you. That even if you told yourself, well, I made my bed, I've got to lie in it, that doesn't remain. It doesn't remain because it becomes grosser than you think gross can be. Outcome, please. I feel you're going to have a group of visitors. This feels like a busy time for you, Lois. I don't know why. I do feel like some project you're working on is going to bring you some abundance. Somebody also might want to work with you on a venture or on something, but you do have 3 suitors here. Twin, however, I do feel you could get communication. I feel they're going to reach a point they don't care if they lose everything they own. They do know they would. Yeah, they don't. They just know. Do you know what I mean? They know they would. But I get this vibe that your twin is thinking about a fresh start with you. Your twin is actually wanting to make communication with you. They know if they do and they make that decision, there's no turning back. So their vibe pretty much is, I need to look at this. I need to acknowledge the fact that when I walk out that door, I'm not going to get anything. And I don't know what they mean by that, Lois, but I feel probably because they just don't have that fight anymore. So it'll be like, okay, from a karmic point of view, you can just have everything because I'm really unhappy here. Bless it be, goodbye. But even in the heart of it, they know in order to have freedom, they're pretty much going to just walk away. Do you get what I'm saying? Very unhappy. I feel bad. Okay, Carrie. Thanks, Eddie. Yeah, it's really sad. But I do get communication really, really heavily on your twin's mind right now. Very, very, like that. They don't have an issue with you at all. You feel happiness to them. That's what makes it even more sadder for them because they're not really having that right now. How you been, Eddie? I was thinking about you the other day. Hi, Kerry. What are you dealing with, Kerry? You're worried about something at the moment. You're going to hear some gossip. You're going to hear some gossip. Don't know what it is. This is the thing. Once Mercury goes retrograde, all the clouds are going to come out of the woodworks. I get you're going to hear some gossip, okay? You're worried about your family. You're worried about, you're like, what do I do? Where do I be? How am I going to do this? It could be keeping you up. You're still working out some things in your mind, but you're moving beyond them. You've got a lot on your plate at the moment. But you know, I don't know, if what, stop thinking about Christmas. That's okay, Lois. I don't know why. You are going to have victory, right? Your fear is this person is not going to be strong enough to leave this circumstance, and that is the ego. At a foundation level, yes, you can have union. But just because that person is in a karmic relationship, it's not, you're looking at it too traditionally. So psychologically, yes, you are blocked. I do feel you're going to have some more gossip, but the gossip is there to test you. Yeah, I know. Don't be thinking about bloody Christmas because then you're pushing that union date forward. Don't ever do that within your connections, guys, because you actually extend the date. You don't want to do that. You've got to emotionally release. But don't look at death as, it's over. No, it's a new chapter. I'm really grateful that old chapter. Hey, there were pockets I enjoyed in that chapter. There were pockets I didn't. But, okay, the death card means there's a rebirth, which the rebirth means it's a new beginning. All right? You are assured victory. As to the things that you're doing in your life at the moment, yes, you are. You need to clear your crown chakra and your third eye, because you're going to start getting headaches. Your eye and vision at the moment, it's you're busy, and it's coming in quite a bit. So clear your home. There's a connection coming. Okay, there's a connection. I do feel you're worried. You're like, I don't want to go into a connection, because again, when you hear connection, what is the first thing you think? Somebody other than that person. No, that's not what I'm hearing. There are people who want to be with you, but they're a bit too feminine for you. I do feel within the karmic relationship, your person is actually having fights with this individual. There is an element of immaturity. Yeah, they're counting their blessings. They're like, gee, I didn't know how good I had it till I was away. But there is a conflict going on here. There's a dispute. This person is acting very immaturely. They also don't get on with the daughter. I'm hearing daddy's little princess. There's jealousy there, but it's because the child, I feel, looks like the karmic. I don't know why I get that, but I hope that helps, Kerry. We talk soon. Dawn. Starting to get hungry. Last call for super chats. I'll be eating brunch soon. I don't know what I'll have. Probably a protein shake. Dawn. How busy is your home, Dawn? Dawn. That's okay. You're welcome, Kerry. Oh. Your home is going to be busy. Okay, I'm seeing psychically moving things around. I don't know why I get your daughter. Your daughter's been coming in psychically quite a bit. I don't know why, but she's been coming in quite a bit. I also feel to the back of your home it needs cleansing. There's a bit of a dark pocket there. Is it a back room? Is it the room you're going to have the office in? It just feels dark. It's very dark. It feels there's a bit of there's stagnant energy there, a pocket. But I do feel you're going to be probably more psychic than usual. You're going to be seeing things through your peripheral. Your business energy is going to be very busy. You're going to be pulled in two directions. You've got to keep your stress levels down. Try to not get too much in your head. Look, ultimately, you feel at the moment, she's moving back and I fucking knew it. You like it, really? She's beautiful. She's very pretty. It was your office. Yes. Joyce, right. Okay. You're like, okay. You just want to be around people that you've been meaning to clean that room up. Well, yeah. So it feels energy-wise, it is quite... Do you have something in there of somebody that passed? Is there something in that room of somebody passed? It could be an item. It might be ashes. It's not scary or anything. They made reference to it. Okay, but your twin shitting you. Just point blank zero. With boyfriend and 2 cats. Sod that. Hi, your mama. We don't know each other. Yeah. Have fun with that, Dawn. A boyfriend and 2 cats? You're a good mum, Dawn. You want, as long, maybe lots of pictures of family. I don't know. I feel an energy. Do you have a loved one that's passed over? I feel it's a male. I do feel a male. Because that person's back in that room. You're hoping to God some lightning bolt comes down and hits them on the butt, right? Their lease is up. We talked about this last time, didn't we, in a reading? Let's have a look. Your 5th house, Mercury retrograde and Libra is your children. Possibly. It could possibly be. Grandpa and my dad. Yeah, because it felt like male energies. They're hanging out in there. And then, I don't know why they're making reference to bloody tobacco. Was one a pipe smoker? Something to do with that. But yeah, they're hanging up back there. You know, you've got a whole clan. You bring them home, Dawn. Plus, they're around you all the time. Look, I feel, I would say your daughter's energy has been there for a few weeks now for me. That room also, you might be lacking motivation at the moment. The good thing about the Virgo transit, especially because your Mercury is, it's going to kick your butt a bit and you're going to get in there and do something. If you have been on the fence both sides between, do I work, do I co-create a business, it's almost like during the retrogrades, it's going to help you fine-tune those things. But don't second-guess yourself, doll. You know, jump and get those things done. Because I feel by clearing that energy, it's going to be in the future tense, wherever you decide to put it, it's going to be a really good room for channeling. Because I do feel that room, I think once you start, you're going to feel on top of your life. But if you don't, you're not going to. Do you get what I'm saying? I also feel there's going to be some renovations and changes happening around your home. And I do feel, you know, it's sort of like it can be a bit of depression, but by moving, especially with the inner child, if you move through the hips and you're getting things done, you're actually going to bring higher vibration energies into your life. But it's because you're worried about the area of love. It's causing a bit of depression for you. Shake it off, right? Get into this balance and harmony. Because I feel your zone is going to be very active. Your home zone is going to be very active. You could be a little bit more moody, but you want to get what you can get done now, because once Mars goes retrograde the following month, you're going to have less energy. So those big things that you need to get your crap together with, you need to do them now. You have between now and September, maybe a bit of October, and then you're going to feel fatigued. You're going to have to be really practical. All right. From the point of view with your twin, you're hoping to God Guy is going to come down and put some lightning bolt under that. And I actually do think so. I wouldn't be surprised if I actually have a reading with you and you have some really interesting, juicy things to tell me by month's end. Come through and have a chat. But I do feel you may be deeply surprised at what goes down on that side of the fence. Love you, lady. Okay, we have, I'll put this up. It makes me feel I've got somewhere. Okay, Char. Oh, Stella. Stella! Hey, Libra. How you doing, girl? Stella, are you having fun? Thank you to my moderators. Oh, YILDIZ, did you get the chance to watch? I haven't, because I don't know if I can click the link. So after this video ends, which I'm glad, that's what I was thinking, Ben. After this video finishes, can you put it in a comment section and then I can go through to your channel? But in here, I can't click it. It don't work for me. Did you? Tell me what to expect. When are you going? You know, you booked the bloody... when did you book it for, Stella? The one thing I can say is particular zodiac signs will have a smoother transition with traveling than others, but there could be delays with those things, and that could be for quite a while. Libra, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, Mars and Gemini will help you do such, but when it retrogrades, everything's going to take so bloody long. Is YouTube playing silly buggers? You might have to go to the live tab. Are you live or is it somewhere else, Ben? So when are you going, Stella? What date did you book, woman, or what month? Was it at the end of October? What are we looking at here? Are you bloody serious? Libra, what are you doing? Straight on the Mercury retrograde in Libra, which I believe starts on the 10th. Let's check. Oh my, good timing, Stella. You know how to go, right? And it'll happen to you. It'll be to you because it's going to dip between Virgo. Make sure you got all your wellness up to date because Libra does. Not that I can provide legal advice, medical advice, but from a transit point of view, I would say make sure you get your insurances done so that if you are traveling and it does delay or you do become unwell, you're covered, right? So Mercury goes retrograde. It's in shadow right now. I'm checking the chart. It bounces off. You might just make it through. Retrograde motion from the 10th through till October. Mercury leaves Libra on the 23rd, and I just want to sneeze all of a sudden. Can we have a support line for Libra friends? I think so. Okay, let's see what's coming up. Look, for Libras at the moment, I'm probably going to do... I can't say I have decided because bloody Mercury's in shadow. I shouldn't decide nothing. But yeah, I'll get your star signs done shortly and they'll be up in the members and then open to the public. I'm hoping I won't be too delayed. I've got to keep my P's and Q's for the time. Okay, so partner could be a little bit jealous. You're having an issue with one child at the moment, Stella. You're excited. This is a brand new beginning for you. Okay, whatever you feel, you know deep down. What does that mean, Stella? From the 25th. So the whole bloody time Mercury's retrograde. And it's funny because Libra actually does have reconciliation transits. So does Aries. But for you, you know what would have to happen. But the funny thing is these are opportunities for us to go and communicate and clear the air. And so this is a positive experience for you. And you're being realistic. You're being open-minded. But it's looking good. It's looking good. Try to not get too moody. Right. You're a different Stella. How could I put it? There will be people around you that can be insecure. Let's put it that way. But it will be, it's looking positive, Stella. Okay? It's looking positive. It can be a little bit, you know, after the Virgo moon, you can be a little bit emotional. It's all the 12th house. But it's revisiting your heart chakra and your identity to go, okay, what do I want to do with my life? So it's a very personal transit for you. So it's interesting that you have that there, okay? Yeah. It's okay. It's good. It's good. I hope that helps, Stella. Good luck. Travel safely. My prayers are with you. Let's see what's coming up for you. Your mood's changed. You down. You a bit down, girl. Okay, you are, I don't know why I'm saying dark night, sitting outside on the step, looking out to the distance, and I feel it's more a metaphor. You could be particularly wondering if, you know, your twin is going to have the guts to come towards you. Yeah. Yeah. All right. You could be wondering. You're down, but you're reflective. You're being honest with yourself. It's all that Mercury, you know, Geminis and Virgos. Some Virgos are probably handling this at the moment, you know, quite well. But at the same time, it's all a very personal kind of transit. So for you, you could be feeling as though you want to go in a particular direction, and it can feel a little bit down. In your heart, you are feeling that separation right now. It's affecting you. How are they handling their life? Pretty crappily. You know, they're really thinking about the fact that they've got a shitty karmic connection. It's really up in their mind at the moment. They feel silly of their choices. They don't trust the person. They feel silly that they trusted their own instincts. They feel delusional. They could be drinking quite a bit. Yeah, it's not looking good on their side. So you could be picking up on some of their depression, right? For you, you're feeling really out of sync at the moment. You're like, look, I'm separate. I'm feeling out of sync. I'm not feeling balanced. This is doing my head in. It's really affecting me. And, you know, you're crowning. You're like, I just need to go. You're picking up on their energy, Dale. So just clear. What I would do is an aura clear. But just let whatever's coming up come up. 90% of the time your vibe is super high. You know, we have the highs and we have the lows. I don't think this is a permanency. So don't stress too much. But what I do feel is you are picking up on your counterpart's energy right now. I hope that helps. But you're kind of, the metaphor I was kind of being shown was you sitting on your step out front, kind of looking out. And it's a bit like when we're shocked or disillusioned with our life and you're just like, that's what I was actually seeing. You are releasing, but it feels heavy on the heart. I would do a higher heart chakra clearing and just release and be open so that person can come towards you. But I don't think this is a negative thing. I just feel that you're picking up on theirs, but it's almost like you instinctually are feeling maybe you're ready for a connection now, and that makes you sad. I just want me back. My throat has been acting up for months. Virgos and Geminis, right? Libra, be careful with your head. You could bang your head, especially around the Virgo moon. You could be accident prone. Lois, how do you get reflux? It's called a friggin' ulcer. But yes, I did say the Virgo transits for Mercury energies. All of us collectively need to look after our wellness at the moment. It will pass. You also could be picking up on something that your twin wants to tell you. And so that is going because the person is feeling like they're holding it in when they really want to express it, so it can be coming through in your ascension. They are thinking about the connection. BNMK95. Are we in the house? And then we have the real Empress to tell us something great. That's okay, doll. It will pass. You're just picking up a lot on their energy at the moment. You're like fed up, diddy up. You're like, I'm gutful. You're like, telling you, these Virgo transits make us really like to the point. We're like, that is not how you make a chocolate cake. It's not. It's not how you make porridge. What do I see for you? Let me have a look. I don't know, your vibe's pretty good. I'm getting a good vibe with you. You don't take any crap. I would say that. You have a bunch of people around you. Do you have a social thing you're going to? I don't know why I see this gathering. People are very attracted to you. You're very intuitive. They're very attracted to you. Like, they like being around you. You might have a really good sense of humor. There feels like there's something, people are going to come towards you. You're their energy. You're their party. I feel you're going to be attracting people. I also feel spiritually for you, there's something that's changing. It could be an element of a gift. Could be something you're picking up on. Do you have a loved one that passed over? There you go. Oh, no, there's a benefit in that. There is I feel a loved one that's passed over around you at the minute. I feel this is a female energy. Yeah. Okay, is this most recently or is this a while ago? Is this an anniversary coming up of the passing, or because they're making a correlation to the date? You've had a lot going down the last few months. You get rainbows. There were a lot of rainbows. Yeah, usually even and I have said that the realm's pretty thin at the moment, but psychically what I'm getting, and I do feel you pick up on her quite a bit. It could be that you actually are quite psychic. What I'm getting is, I'm hearing message in a bottle, but I feel this person's trying to give you a message. You actually, I don't know why they're mentioning career-driven. There's something quite positive coming towards you for that. I don't know what they're meaning for that, but I do feel that your parent energy is around you. Usually they'll come through on their birthdays, particular anniversaries, or the day that they passed, born and passed. Other times it can be because a major event is happening in your life and they're close because of that. This person knows that you have been working very hard to get where you are. I get a group of people you care for. Is this like family, children? It's who are these people that you pour your energy into? There's something that you have felt a little bit weighed down by. Moving closer to her. You've had a lot of crap going on. A lot of crap. All right. They're making reference to being careful. I don't know what is there someone around you at the moment that's pregnant? It could just be a new beginning, but I just get this feeling you may hear of a person getting pregnant. Romantically speaking, are you in a connection right now? Because your land, your home, everything feels very stable. There's crap, obviously, in life. You probably find during Mercury retrograde, you'll get more for your dollar. Yeah. Apart from the tedious fact that when you're trying to do that, if it is happening during Mercury retrograde, it's just a bit of dramas with the paperwork. Well, there is somebody that actually well, I was going to say I felt you were in a connection already, but I do feel there is a person, and this could be at work, but I feel this person is that's somebody totally different to who you've dealt with. They've been quite interested in you for a while, but you have had quite a hard slug. I do feel your mum's guiding you through this, darling. I feel they're trying to provide these opportunities for you. I don't know why. I do get at work, you could be getting a promotion or a pay rise or something to that degree, but it feels wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you could swap careers, but whatever this is, whatever your goal is in mind, they're showing me that you are going to get more than what you thought you were going to get. Does that make sense? The person you're trying to rid yourself of, they've got a lot of dramas around them. Yes, very insecure. You don't completely trust them. What would you like to know? I don't know why I actually get this could be management, this could be realty, or whatever it is. It feels it's with it's a group energy. Let me think on it. Well, wherever you go to, though, they're kind of making reference to there's room to progress, but I feel you're wanting to head for the stars. You're wanting to have more than what you currently have. I do feel once you move away from the circumstance, Lady Luck's coming. I feel at the moment what they're showing me, I just saw, it's probably your mum. Let me pull cards. I feel at the moment you ridding yourself of this, that's when that's going to open. Does your twin have a child? They feel calm. Yeah, they're quite tired. They're calm. They've changed. Too. Yeah. Look, one feels older than the other. Look, at a point, I do feel it was through, you know, I don't know, I get that this person could be single. They're very distant. Like, they adhere to their obligations. They're not too fussed over, they're a bit tired and run down at the moment. They could be a bit unwell. As to you, they may know through the grapevine of what you're going through. They do. Okay. I don't know how they do, but they do. That's what they're showing me. I don't know why I get, like, I'm hearing the term olive leaf. They're wanting to reach out. But I do feel this cycle of what you're going through. Once you kind of tidy that up, I get very soon there could be some sense of movement here. But I do feel it's almost the feeling of the messiness and the renew. Once that's shifted, I do feel this person's going to want to come in. I don't know why. Their guides do not let them jump in the deep end to give you a hand, because spiritually, number one, they look at you as somebody who is higher, so they don't want to take your power away. I don't know why I heard that they wanted to offer you some help, and this could be financial help. I don't know what they mean by that. They don't think it's appropriate. They know that inevitably you guys are going to meet up. Yeah, look, very calm, very, very calm. Are they in the karmic relationship anymore? Because it's not feeling like it. Because I don't feel they're in a karmic relationship. And if they are, they're doing the eat, pray, repeat. Pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah, no, I don't see anything bad on your twin side. I do feel the karmic energy that's around you. It's part of the soul connection, Dale. We're not allowed to enable each other, so they won't ever do that. And 90% of the time it's because we embody too much masculine energy, so we kind of prevent that. No. Yeah, it feels it's more a kind of for the kids thing. That's it. Because I don't feel a romantic connection there. That's what I'm getting psychically anyway. It feels it's platonic. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's for the kids. It's not a romantic connection. They're very easygoing. Yeah, but I think they're choosing to do it. They want to. They actually want to spend time. And it's filling their time at the moment, so to speak. Apart from work and that, that's about it. Okay. Real Empress, where you at, girl? Tell you something amazing. That's okay. Take care, beautiful. What we got here? What on earth is going on? Usually it's better in a community post. Something good, please. Okay, I'll try. What are you dealing with? Are you dealing with a conflicting situation right now? It is going to go in your favor. Okay, something good is, this sounds really horrible. It is about the karmic, actually. But it depends on how you want to look at this, okay? I don't know why. How do I put it? It feels like this person's going to get their karma. That's what my guides are showing me. It sounds horrible. Okay, I love this. Not about the karmics. Well, it is about the karmics because we've got the karmics there. We've got separations. Okay. You're hoping these individuals get their just desserts. They are, right? You're having a hard time at the moment. You have a lot on your plate. You do have a lot on your plate. I will say that, right? But your attitude is, if I have to have such shitty time, they best be having one too. And of course they bloody will. They're humans just like us. You know, it's us that kind of shave our teeth down with a nail file. And we go, it's great. I'll try again. That's the spirit, real Empress, okay? And then there's the others. This has happened to me. Maybe, like a fool, I'll go back in and try something different. I'll go find somebody else to sip a poison cup with. Do you get my gist? So our prejudice and ego towards, is a person going to get karma? There's good karma, there's bad karma, right? Everyone always does get the yin to the yang. The difference is in the spiritual community, what we measure as worse or better. Everyone does get their turn, right? And it is showing here. And so your thought is, are they going to get their karma? Okay. Yes, they are. And it hurts because what do they have? And this is so sad. A human being, one would hope we would have less karmics on the planet if we were able to deal with our wounds, if we were able to go into connections with integrity and honesty and love and openness, and maybe even I remember when I was going through an aspect of my awakening, I had to own some pretty shitty crap. I was like, wow, I was having expectations. That's not love. I was being judgmental to myself and projecting that out. So when you know better, you do better. So they're actually a victim to their own cause. Do you get what I'm saying? They're huge lessons we learn. So there will come a time you will not look at these people as the enemy. You will not look at these people. You will look at these people as, I feel for you, because unless you break this pattern, you're going to continually hurt yourself. You're never going to reach your full potential. Never. Not if you can't learn, through these unhealthy choices. They take us to the healthy choices. The person could maybe have habits and substance abuse. The style of people this individual could attract could be people that, go relationship to relationship. There was one karmic I observed, and they had created a Facebook profile. Per relationship they went into, and every single one of them was the love of their life. And they had 7 profiles. So funny, 7 of cups. Never learned, right? But apparently every single one of them. Anything good for you? Did you ask universe for them to get their just desserts? Was that a request you had in the last few weeks? Are they going to get their karma? Was that a question you put out to the ethers? As to the drama, if you're having a conflicting situation separate to twin going on, I feel it's going to come to a head, and I feel it's going to close out. So that is one thing I am seeing for you. But it does appear to be. There was a question served to universe, and so it's offering it to you. It could be that you get it through the form of gossip. Yeah. Some BS is going down over there. For you, one last card. But you do have a lot of conflict going on. I do feel you probably need to clear your home. And also just clear your aura and try to tune out of it for a bit and you're going to be able to bring in those good things. Yeah, it's going to come through in the sense gospel. Closing, anything good for me coming up? Well, the crap is going to go by the wayside, but it is going to be information coming in that is going to make you feel more positive. It could be from a third party. It might be a friend that knows this person, but I do feel information coming in, but it's going to make you feel more positive that things aren't quite as they seem. That's what my guides are telling me. Okay? But you must tune out of it, because your aura at the moment and all your cards were pretty hectic. As to progress and work, that is looking positive, but you have a lot on your plate. You need to get grounded and then you can bring that in. That's my advice to you. I hope that helps, my love. But as to, are you getting, will you get something out of this? Yes, you will. Thanks, guys, for joining. This was a rather long one today. And I'll see you guys next week. Otherwise, come through and join us in the members, and we'll have the twin flame updates there, and they'll be open to the public. So thank you, Giggle. Thank you, moderators. After this video, Ben, put your link directly underneath, and I'll go through and have a look, my friend. Anyone wants their channel promoted, come through, join us, join the chats, and I'll feel free to put it in the community tab.